Welcome to As the Crow Flies Hiking. Well, I'm still in Wyoming. Tonight we're staying at the Granite Hot Springs before we go on to our next short adventure. So the Granite Hot Springs is a place where the river runs down through and these hot springs are on the other side. So a lot of people come here and camp. We're at the campgrounds. Tonight we're gonna check out the hot springs and kind of see what they are and what's cool about them. So let's check them out in a short video of As the Crow Flies Hiking. Well, we made it to Granite Hot Springs, to the trailhead. About to head down to the waterfalls and get in the hot springs. So Mike and I were talking to this lady at the campground, and she said, "Oh, you don't want to cross this creek. It's too steep to cross. You need to go around." And the trail going around, not something I want to do after 80 plus miles in the last 6 days. It's straight up the mountain to get back down, or we can just cross. I'll see if we can do it, because I think I'd rather just try to cross if I can. Let's get in the hot springs. So the first hot spring was not so hot. Maybe this one will be a little hotter. Let's see. Okay, that is super hot. And then when you come out, this cold water is just a blast. Let me bring you over and let you see what it's like. You can't see how hot it is, but I mean, it's over 100 degrees. It feels like a warm bath. And I can show you the view of the waterfalls from here. There's where the hot water comes down. It has a little bit of a sulfur tinge to it. You can open up a little bit of the river coming in and it cools it down a bit. So you can adjust it like the spigots of hot and cold water. That's where the water can kind of come in from the river and cool it down a bit. So you almost have like 3 temperatures of these little springs. This one behind me, the water's coming off, it's kind of hot. I mean, it feels like bath water, and it's a little bitty pool. I think this is more my speed. That one over there, the second one, is super hot. I mean, like, it'll scald you a little bit, but it felt good. And then the last one's a little cool, like you can cool down in it. So here's how it works. That's cold water over there, and you let some of it come in. Came in right here. You can bottle it up with rocks and then keep it from coming in. It gets hotter. Then you pull them out, it gets colder. It's amazing how it does it. You get closer to the spring and it gets super hot. Okay, that was an experience of a lifetime. Hot springs, man, just felt really good. But now we gotta get back in the cold and get back across to the campsite. All right, from here, it may not look that much, but that is really, really swift. So you can either go up and around that trail down to the hot springs, or you can go straight across. We just went for it. Fell both times, but I put my hand on a boulder and was able to keep everything dry for the most part. So we came up to the pool area to check it out. This is a pay place where you pay to come up and get in the pool with more springs that come up the top. Across the bridge over here. And it's a long trail if you wanted to not cross the river. that's a trail you take. And looking at it based on what we came up and drove up, close to a mile to get around the river so that you don't have to cross it. Let's take a look at the rest of Granite Hot Springs in this little cabin. Didn't really show much of the pool because there were people swimming in there and I don't want to invade their privacy, but this is it. It's kind of a concrete pool. It's got a shallow end and a deep end, like an old school concrete pool. And you can see the water comes off of those and it comes in the pool and then it drains out the bottom. So I don't know about the temperature, how hot it is. I'm sure it's as hot as what we were in down below. Just an amazing place and such a great adventure. This was a great experience. Granite Hot Springs, it's worth the trip to take a look at it. I'll put the links in the bottom, but it's a great place and incredibly hot water. Thank you guys for watching As the Crow Flies Hiking. I'm gonna go camp tonight, head for another adventure in Wyoming tomorrow.